Mullets or not.
Mullets or not? Okay.
Yeah. I'll say the country artist, you say if he had a mullet or not.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right?
Okay.
Alan Jackson.
Yes.
And he still does. I love that. He still has it kicking.
Alan Jackson has a kick.
Legend. And it's a real deal.
Got a little curl to it. I need to get me a little perm.
No.
My dad has a perm, but
you could do the perm though, like Diamond Rio had the perm.
Yeah.
Remember? You know.
Curl.
George Strait.
No.
Good. Tracy Lawrence.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Live.
I feel like I keep finding more and more evidence pointing towards you should go ahead and grow a mullet.
No, thank you. But I like that we almost stumped him on the Tracy Lawrence mullet. Almost. We almost got him.
So close.
And Tracy had a glorious mullet too back in the day.
Well, you know, once you start wondering about it, really anybody you name, you could kind of picture them with a mullet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I will say, I think George Strait had like a little bit of a mullet at one time, but, you know, it wasn't like, you know, big and glorious, but it was like, you know, just a little bit kind of a party in the back.
Are you sure that wasn't
Going to touch his collar.
He had a ponytail in that movie.
Dusty had a ponytail. Thank you.
Sassy. It's very sassy. Hey, y'all, I'm Amber Parker.
I'm Brian Taylor.
And this is Hillbilly Live. Welcome to our 15-minute morning show. So we've been gone for a hot minute.
I know, it's been my fault. I've been sick. It was awful.
Do you feel better now?
I hope. I mean, I guess I didn't have a sinus infection. I mean, it was like a sinus infection, like spiraled into one, but it was something viral because I also passed it on to our little daughter, you know, Lainey. So now Lainey's sick.
So you made the baby sick. You got the baby sick.
Not intentionally.
But you
Not
did.
intentionally.
You still, like you gave her first sickness.
Oh, yeah. And Michelle has now pointed out, next time I get sick, I'm going downstairs into the basement and I'm not allowed to come out until I feel 100% better.
As you should. You have a small child to worry about, not making sick.
I know. And I feel horrible. Her little cough is just so heartbreaking. She keeps coughing and you can hear like all the congestion. And it's all my fault.
Just keep reminding
and
yourself.
I tried. I didn't hold her for like 3 or 4 days.
Well, I mean, did you still breathe on her? You still cough?
I was breathing in the vicinity that she was in. So that's how it happens. Germs get in the air and she breathe them in.
And they're all brand new to her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
that's why I just feel so bad. I mean, she's just, that cough. Oh, it's awful.
Well, you know, they say babies bounce back fast.
I hope. God, I hope.
So, too. Well, I'm sure she will. It'll be fine. Still your fault.
Dr. Amber. Thank you.
Fine. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I did graduate from the grocery store, if you'll recall.
I'll never forget it.
I know that you won't.
Because I remember you went back and asked them for your money back.
It was denied. It was...
I mean, somebody had to pay for that grocery store to be reconfigured and updated.
They don't use it anymore. Now they're in like a real building on campus. It's beautiful. That's why I asked for my money back. Anyway, I got out of the house this weekend. You know, I ain't been out of the house in a hot minute. It's been a minute, not since I got sick. So I went to Tuscaloosa. I went to Druid City Music Hall to check out Connor Smith. You remember Connor Smith?
I do. Creek will rise. Amen.
There you go.
Amen.
There you go. I got to go to a little VIP with him before the show.
Let's just take it slow. You silly guy, no way to be, no way to go. Let's just take it slow.
So he kicked the little VIP thing off with that song. He's good. And then he said, "Is there any song that y'all want to hear?" And this girl yells out, "I wanted that one. So you're good." And he goes, "Oh, I guess I can go now."
Isn't he also the same guy that sings "I Hate Alabama"?
Yeah, so that's my favorite song of his, and Technology was against me at that VIP right when he starts
Hold on, did
playing
you
that
not
song.
get that on video?
I hit record, and like a half a second into it, my phone tells me that my storage is full and I can no
Oh,
longer
good.
video.
Good job. Good job on top of it. I mean,
Killing it. I
can
am
you do?
killing it.
What can you? I mean, technology's always on our side, Amber.
I had to delete a bunch of shit on my phone before I
Well,
could.
how did that song go over in Alabama?
It goes over shockingly well in Tuscaloosa. You would think it might not sing along at the top of their lungs every time I've seen it. So,
All right. Because I
and
thought maybe he might be banned from Alabama because of that song.
he's not. He's the reason that I got to go on the field at the University of Alabama. I took him out there in some winters and we played that song on the field.
Hold on. So Alabama lets him even come to their school.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
I know.
I wouldn't let him anywhere near my school if he was singing that kind of hate.
Gracious folks. I also got to see a new artist that I hadn't ever seen before. And you know how I'm not into slow songs? Well, this slow song won me over.
Keep watching, keep wishing it was love. Why it's still controlling tempest, and wonder why you can't catch it.
Ooh, that is good.
That's what I'm saying. That's Lauren Watkins.
That's good. You know, I'm impressed. You like a slow country song. About time.
I
I'm
know.
proud of you.
I
You're kind of
told
coming over to my side a bit.
Look, I like some slow songs. You just gotta catch me right. You just gotta
But
catch me
I mean,
right.
a good slow country song tells a damn good story.
That's right. I mean, just not all of them are good. Some of them are
And,
just
and what's her name again?
Lauren Watkins.
I like it. I
Mhm.
like it.
Yeah, and I saw on Instagram today she was like going hunting. So she's like country down in South Alabama.
I'm good with that. I mean, we need more country people and country music. Amen to that.
See, I knew you'd like her.
Hillbilly Live.
Wait,
Hold on, you missed the whole segment.
it's been so long since we've done this show. I
Oh,
forgot to talk
boy.
about you. I was thinking about me and I forgot to talk about you. We talked about your baby, and then I was like, that's not even his story.
I don't even know why I'm here sometimes. I
I don't
really
either.
don't. I
I
mean,
don't
am
even
I
think
here?
I don't think
You
you
see
are.
me?
I don't know. I don't know if I know what's going on. So talk to me about your football.
I mean, I don't even know what to say now. You screwed me up by playing the segment going into country music news. Now you're
Oh,
backtracking like a dumbass.
look, I forgot that your kid having a snotty nose wasn't your story. Because that's a story that stands on its own. But your butt hurt about the Super
I
Bowl.
I mean, well,
I'm
I don't even know
excited for
what to
Taylor
say.
Swift. It's her first year in the NFL, and she made it straight to the Super Bowl.
You're so ridiculous. But this is a map of what everybody's going to be rooting for the Super Bowl. You got San Francisco fans right out there in California. They're rooting for San Francisco. Then you got the people in the middle of the country going for Kansas. Then everybody else. I mean, we just want both of them to lose. I mean, because I'm really disgusted that now we have to witness Taylor Swift, Jackson Mahomes. That's Patrick Mahomes' brother, little brother. And also now Jason Kelsey with his man boobs dancing either on the sidelines or else in a suite. I mean, that's what we're going to have to witness. That's what America has to deal with now. I mean, I'm sick at my stomach.
You
I'm
know,
sick.
you know what you could do? You could just not watch.
Well, I'm going to watch Reba and then possibly turn it off.
Because I'm not going to watch.
Why? Because Alabama's not in it.
Roll Tide! have no interest in football. You know that I don't. When I watch Alabama play, I cheer for the clock. Come on now.
Oh God.
Hillbilly Live.
Did I do it right that time?
Yeah, and yes, we did play that twice because Amber's slightly stupid.
Well, I'm on a show called Hillbilly Live where we talk about country music and stupid shit. I'm not sure.
That's who we are. Yes.
I'm not sure what anybody expected, except less than professional. So there's that. Wallen's former label released some old songs without his consent, so he Taylor Swifted them.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I think Taylor taught people a valuable lesson in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
Do things your own way, especially when you're about to get screwed over by a former label.
Exactly.
And I will say that Spin You Around song that he put out, it might be the wedding song of the year. Possibly.
You think?
I'm just putting it out there for people.
Did it make you want to dance?
It made me want to spin myself around. And I did. I did.
Did you get any video of that?
No, I got dizzy and sat down.
Imagine that.
Safety first, Amber.
So while Brian was sick, there was a whole lot going on in country music.
I know, and I saw it all happening.
A lot going on. Chris Young announced, his tour. And then he was playing songs at a bar in Nashville. And then all of a sudden he was getting arrested at a bar in Nashville. And then all of a sudden charges against him have been dropped in the bar incident in Nashville.
Do you think, I'm just going to put it out there, do you think this went down so fast? I mean, all within a week. This crap happened. Do you think because he's famous that those charges got dropped that quick?
Yes, I believe it had everything to do with the fact that he's famous. Because that video of the cops went viral. And I think a lot of people's reaction were that the cops overreacted to what he did.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people stuck up for Chris Young. I mean, I was kind of like on the fence about it. I mean, because according to the report, Chris followed them from one bar to the next bar. I mean, that's kind of being an antagonizer. I mean, I'm not saying drunk people, antagonize anybody, because I mean, drunk people are sweet angels. They never bother anybody who's sober. But I don't understand why you would follow, I guess you can call them law enforcement, but you followed, the alcohol people over to the next bar and you reached out to touch one of them. Why would you reach out to touch a cop? I don't want to touch a cop for any reason. I mean, my mom taught me one thing: never put your hands on a cop for any reason. Never. Raise your hand and hopefully you get recognized, but I mean, don't touch a cop.
I don't understand it either, because I just avoid cops at all costs.
At all costs. I ain't following them to another bar. Like if they approach me at one bar and then they leave me alone, I'm done.
I've made it through.
Yeah, good night.
I've been blessed for the evening and I can walk away. You know what? I might go home. I just got through it. I'm gonna go home.
But I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy for him. He got the charges dropped all within a week. And I'm thinking because, well, yeah, he's famous.
Of course he is. Because if he hadn't been famous, then nobody would have cared. And they just...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If that was you or me, we'd still be going through it.
I mean, we'd still be in jail.
Oh.
Country artists that went to war with their record labels.
There's some good ones, too. So Kenny Rogers, he took on Capitol Records back in the day. Brad Paisley took on Sony. He filed a suit back in 2010 claiming that he was owed at least $10 million for unpaid royalties. He won. Garth Brooks also took on his label. Taylor Swift, I mean, that was a big story. When she left Big Machine, she had to take on her record label to get her music back. Even Tim McGraw, he took on Curb Records. List goes on. You can check out the list at hillbillylive.com, but you got to get what's rightfully yours. I mean, the music business is nasty.
No, because let me tell you, any large corporation, they're out to get you. They're out to get theirs, not to get you.
First. first.
Yes,
You're
they
last.
they are there for themselves. You are there to facilitate things for them.
Yep. Always read the fine print.
It's always in the fine print.
Hillbilly Live.
Oh man. Alyssa Milano drives a 200,000 car. I can't talk
It's
anymore.
Monday.
It's too hard. It's too hard.
Welcome.
Alyssa, thank you. Alyssa Milano drives a $200,000 car, but she wants you to help fund a trip for her son's baseball team.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's a good mom. That's a good mom, reaching out to poor people to ask poor people for money.
Here's the thing. Does she, because wasn't it like $10,000 or something they were trying to raise for this baseball team? Does Alyssa Milano owe that to the team? Parents have fundraisers. Kids have fundraisers.
Can't they do a
for
bake
children.
sale or something?
I don't know.
And I'm just putting it out there. If you can afford to drive a $200,000 car,
Look,
couldn't you afford to pay for your own kid's baseball team?
look. Let me tell you, you just had a kid. Your kid is going to have fundraisers. And you live in a really nice house. People are going to say that. He just asked me for money and he lives in a really nice
But I
house.
don't drive a
You didn't-
$200,000 car. Amber, that's a house. Matter of fact, that's more than your house is worth.
I know.
Like why? How can rich people have the nerve to ask poor people for money? I mean, she's probably worth a few $1,000,000 at least.
Well, you know what the best fundraiser one of my coworkers, their kid ever had were these bed sheets. The best bed sheets I've ever had. And I can't
What
find
was
them
the thread
anywhere.
count on them?
I don't
You know?
but they're the nicest sheets I own. They were pricey. But I was like, I'll get, they had good review. People were saying great things about them. It was, for about coworkers' kids. I like those kids. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. And
But you're getting something in return for your money.
now they're
I can almost agree with that.
now they're so old that they don't do fundraisers anymore, and I can't get new bed sheets.
I like the Girl Scout cookies. I'll buy those any day.
They do have some good gluten-free ones now.
Hillbilly Live.
So, how hard was it to come up with a name for your baby?
I mean, we came up with it pretty easy. We weren't looking for anything, outlandish. We're not hoping for her to be some trashy individual, hopefully. So I mean, yeah, we picked something kind of down to earth.
I think it's interesting when new parents kind of make up their own name where it's kind of close. It's kind of close to like a name that you might hear, but it's not quite really a name that you've ever heard like this.
Name you've ever heard, and what made it trashy?
So I worked at a clothing retail store in college, and this lady came in and I was checking her out, and she had the sweetest new baby girl. And of course, I was like, "Oh, she's so cute. What's her name?" And she said, "Cuntley." And it was monogram right there on her bag in like the prettiest script. Cuntley. Cuntley.
See, that's kind of like Lainey.
No, I mean that's really far from that. I mean, that took a horrible name and added a Lee at the end of it. I mean, what in the hell? What in that? I mean, you know what that kid's gonna have to live through when they get to school?
Do you think they call her "See you next Tuesday" for a nickname?
I would change my name immediately when I got to the appropriate age, and possibly even sue my mother for it too. Cuntley?
I could see Cuntley Taylor. I could see you going by that.
No, 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 no,
Cuntley Taylor.
no.
Mr. Cuntley Taylor.
You're an awful human being. That's what you are right now. You're an awful human being. You know what though? That makes Tammy look like a glorious name right there.
That
It
makes
really
sense.
does.
Sound pretty good.
Yeah, Tammy just moved up in ranks. That's a great name, by the way, y'all. Tammy is a great name.
Highly recommended. We believe in it now. If only
Just
we
don't
had
use
seen that
Cuntley.
video. If only we had seen that video a couple months ago, you'd have felt better about Tammy.
I really would have. And so would your mom. Your mom would have felt better about it too.
Oh man. Whew, that made my eyes water. So I think I have found my dream car. Cause you always need a little more space.
Correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I mean, you could haul some shit.
Amber, that is 2 vans. That is 2 vans welded together somehow, some way. That's
2 minivans.
impressive.
It's no
And a
longer
minivan already has a lot of room.
double.
I guess not enough.
Double the room, double the luxury. And think about all the heads turning when you go by.
You
They'll
think
all
that
be
comes
like-
in different colors?
No, I think they're lucky that they got matching vans. I think they're lucky that they got matching vans.
That is some hillbilly trash right there.
It's special. All right, y'all. That's it. That's our 15-minute morning show. Thank you for hanging out with us on a challenging Monday. Challenging.
We made it though, Amber. We made it through it.
Look at us. Look at us go. All right, y'all. You can watch all these videos and read all these stories at hillbillylive.com. We'll be back tomorrow as long as
Hopefully.
Brian stays healthy.
Oof.
And
yeah.
yeah, so don't drink too much. Did you freeze? All right, he froze. I guess that means it's over. Bye, y'all.
Bye.